The very first Xbox Series X and S update has been released. There's some really big rumors surrounding Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5, and one of Microsoft's newest Bethesda studios is actually opening up a second studio working on a brand new game. We're going to talk about all that and more. Let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? It's Randall419, the man with the million, back again with another video. I hope everybody's having a great day, and if you guys can do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and please don't forget to hit that notification bell. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys for all the support. All right, I hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving and their holiday weekend, and we're going to get right back into the Xbox news. Now, we got a whole bunch of different topics to discuss in this video. I didn't really think any of them were big enough to kind of have their own videos like the last two I made. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Xbox's first major update to the OS of the Xbox Series X and S that will bring you dynamic themes, and I've actually been using this update for what seems like a couple weeks now, so I have some things to say about it. There are some rumors surrounding Forza Horizon 5 that we will hit in just a minute. One of Microsoft's newest studios is also opening up a second studio to work on a new game, but we're going to start with the Halo Infinite rumors. I'm going to give my take on them right now. I don't know about you guys, but I still think it's kind of crazy that we were supposed to be playing Halo Infinite already. It was supposed to launch with the Xbox Series X, the campaign, and the multiplayer. Microsoft and 343 so excited to show it off at the July game showcase, and then it was delayed 2 weeks later, and they've kind of virtually gone silent, although 343 has promised that they will talk more at the end of the year and give an update, but that hasn't, of course, stopped people from spreading rumors about the title, about what is being planned, specifically because 343 has been so quiet. We know there's a campaign, but not too much surrounding it. Obviously, there's multiplayer, but we don't know too much about the modes and how many people will be playing it, so a lot of people have been posting rumors, hoping for it to get traction. So, according to a rumor that's doing the rounds on Twitter, Halo Infinite is going to deal with its release a little differently from the previous main games in the Halo series and act more like its erstwhile compilation title, Halo Master Chief Collection. That is to say, according to this new rumor, 343 Industries reportedly plans to launch the title in 4 chapters between 2021 and 2031. Yes, really. Part of this curious release campaign will see the release of a free Halo Infinite Battle Royale mode in 2021, which will apparently be set on the Zeta Halo ring. Quote, "This is coming from Microsoft and not directly from 343, as they said the only BR they wanted was the battle rifle," says the tweet. So while it remains to be seen whether Microsoft is stepping in to ensure its biggest first-person shooter franchise gets a battle royale or not, it's not too much of a leap of faith to imagine the publisher pushing for this. Getting more people into the Halo Infinite platform can only ever be a good thing for the company after all. The rumor goes on to suggest that Infinite will be supported by 2 spin-off titles, which are currently in the planning stage. One of these spin-offs may be a continuation of the Halo Wars series that had initially been shelved as executives were dubious of the space RTS idea the game was pursuing. And the other spin-off apparently will follow Fireteam Osiris, the protagonists from Halo 5, and examine their exploits during the events of Halo Infinite. Now, one of the reasons why this rumor stood out to me and I wanted to kind of report on it was the release schedule. Myself and Jez Corden have talked about Halo Infinite many times on the podcast, and we both had heard that Halo Infinite was going to function very much like Master Chief Collection, where one day a new chapter is added to the game and you can continue playing the campaign or the multiplayer stuff that will be added every single month or what have you. As if you look at like Apex Legends and Fortnite and how they add content, that is exactly kind of how Halo is going to want to pursue their plans for post-launch content. And when you look at the most played games on Xbox, it really does make a lot of sense for Halo Infinite to have a Battle Royale mode. Not necessarily at launch in 2021, but they can certainly add it in 2022 or 2023. Remember, Halo Infinite is going to be a platform 10 years, so they're going to be constantly adding new modes, new campaigns all the time. And what is the biggest mode right now? Well, it's Battle Royale. You look at the most played games on Xbox. Warzone number 1, Apex Legends number 3, Fortnite number 2. It is the free-to-play model that Halo Infinite is adopting, and I think it would be a big mistake for Halo Infinite not to adopt that Battle Royale mode. Not only do gamers love it, but Twitch streamers love it as well. Halo was made for Battle Battle Royale. It's perfect for it. The big open world vistas, the Warthogs, the Banshees, all the different weapon and equipment that the game uses, it's perfect for Battle Royale. It would be a mistake for Halo Infinite not to have it at some point. Now, as for the 2 spin-off projects, I would love to see a spin-off featuring the Osiris team to see what they were doing during Halo Infinite, but I have my doubts that they're actually going to pursue a Halo Wars 3. Hopefully 343 breaks their silence soon and kind of details what we can expect from the multiplayer and the campaign at the launch of the title, so we can kind of disregard all this rumor stuff. And yes, I am aware that Sketch over at 343, the community manager, tweeted out that nothing gets a post-holiday Monday going like fresh, unfounded Halo Infinite rumors, and like all rumors, as I say, should be taken with a grain of salt. But I'm sorry, I just can't take everything that Sketch says at face value, as he tweeted out some similar things when it was reported that 343 was considering splitting campaign for multiplayer, which Phil Spencer actually confirmed in an interview, or that Halo Infinite was going to get delayed. He tweeted out very similar stuff, so I'm sorry if I just don't believe everything at face value. Alright, moving on from the Halo Infinite rumors, we're going to be talking about the very first major update to the Xbox Series X and S, and all the new things that you can do on your system today. The first thing, and probably the biggest addition, are dynamic backgrounds, and you can personalize your Xbox Series X and S with new dynamic background design. Dynamic backgrounds are a new feature for the Xbox Series X and X, giving gamers the ability to customize their home screen with motion and color. This update adds 6 new options, including homages to previous generations of Xbox consoles and others based on popular profile themes. Initial fan feedback on the feature has been very positive, and we're excited to explore additional styles, colors, and designs. You can expect the team to continue adding new dynamic backgrounds in future Xbox console updates. Now, I've been using these new dynamic backgrounds for a couple weeks now after I kind of switched my Xbox Series X into the alpha program to test all these things out. And I gotta say, the 2 themes that I'm really enjoying are the ribbons. You can see it in the picture here, where it's like one green ribbon surrounded by a bunch of different black ones. I think that stands out pretty cool on the console, but the one I really do enjoy is the one on the far right with the circles within circles. It really reminds me of the Xbox 360, and I have a feeling a lot of people are going to choose that one. Hopefully Microsoft keeps on adding more and more dynamic backgrounds, as it was a feature that I really enjoyed on the PlayStation 4, and let's keep our fingers crossed. I really hope Microsoft does allow users to make their own dynamic backgrounds, because I can't wait to see what the community could come up with. This update also identifies which games are using auto HDR with new tech tags. Xbox Series X and S is the best place to play thousands of games from across 4 generations of Xbox. Besides decreased load times and improved frame rates, Xbox Series X and S customers enjoy improved visual quality with the feature called Auto HDR. When the Auto HDR setting is turned on in your console, it can improve the visual quality of a game without changing its overall look, with no additional work from the developer. When you open the guide during a game with Auto HDR running, you'll see a new tag to let you know the game is benefiting from this feature. Now, Auto HDR is one of those features that I don't really see a lot of people talking about, and it definitely really wasn't highlighted in a lot of people's reviews. Now, I tested it out, and I was really surprised at how it really enhanced older games that weren't made with Auto HDR. I used this as an example in my review, but Batman Arkham City looks phenomenal in backwards compatibility with Auto HDR. Dark setting that Batman has, contrasted by the bright neon colors everywhere, really makes it pop, and I'm always looking for other games that really take full advantage of Auto HDR. This update also adds optimized for Series X and S badges that lets you know which games are optimized. Xbox launched over 30 games fully optimized for Series X and S, including Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and The Falconeer. Many of your favorite Xbox One games, including Gears 5, Forza Horizon 4, and Ori and the Will of the Wisp, have released updates to take advantage of the increased performance of the Series X and S. To make it easier to see which of your games have been optimized, we've added an X and S badge to their titles in My Games and Apps in both games and full library views. You can also use the filter button to see only optimized for Series X and S games. Now, this is a very useful feature, as it will point out all the games that are optimized for the system, whether it's updates for 60 frames or 120 frames or smart delivery or 4K, all that good stuff. In this update, you'll be able to pre-install games that are coming soon to Xbox Game Pass. You can now view, add to play later, and even pre-install certain games before they come to Xbox Game Pass. Just head over to the Xbox Game Pass app on your console or mobile device and look for the Coming Soon section. While not all games that are coming soon can be pre-installed, we did develop a special feature for the Game Pass mobile app that lets you queue the rest to install on day one. Though you still have to wait to play them like everybody else, your game can be downloaded and ready to play the day it's available. Now this is a pretty cool feature if you want to play a game coming to Game Pass day one and it maybe has a bigger download, you can pre-install it. But I don't know if you guys saw the news, Xbox Game Pass Twitter account has been teasing the games coming for December, and it looks like finally Control will be available on Xbox Game Pass, and that is a great game, and I hope many of you actually check out when it comes to Game Pass. So that's all the new info we have regarding the first major update to the Xbox Series X and S dashboard. Let me know which new dynamic background you are going to use in the comments below. All right, so next up, we're going to be talking about the rumor from Jeff Grubb about how Forza Horizon 5, the next Forza Horizon installment, might actually be coming before the actually announced Forza Motorsport, and it could be coming in 2021. So Jeff Grubb said, quote, "I don't think gamers are going to go crazy with this announcement. The new Forza Motorsport was announced a few months ago, but I think we might have the next Forza Horizon first, and it might come out the year next." Now this actually makes a ton of sense to me. You see, Playground Games released Forza Horizon 4 in 2018. A lot of people thought maybe they would release a new title in 2020, or perhaps Forza Motorsport would launch with the Series X and S. But of course, earlier in the year, I had heard that there would be no Forza launch title, and that turned out to be true. Microsoft then unveiled Forza Motorsport at the July Game Showcase, and people speculated and started to believe that the next release in the Forza franchise would be Motorsport, and considering that it was an Xbox Series X and S and PC exclusive, meaning next-gen and not current-gen, a lot of people assumed it would be coming in 2022. But then what about Forza Horizon 5? Like I said before, it came out in 2018, and Playground Games has been releasing those titles every 2 years. And if Forza Motorsport comes out in 2021 or 2022, you're either looking at Forza Horizon 5 in 2022 or 2023, and that is a huge long gap in development time. But there's always a possibility, like Jeff Grubb mentions, that Forza Horizon 5 comes out in 2021. But then you look at what Phil Spencer said about the importance of holiday 2021. We're gonna have a Halo game at some point next year, potentially Starfield. What about Microsoft's other biggest franchise? That's the Forza Horizon series. Now they could release Forza Horizon 5 in 2021 on the Series X, as well as the Xbox One. And then Turn 10 could release Forza Motorsport in 2022 as a next-gen only game with all the tweaks and improvements to the Forza Tech engine. And then Forza Horizon 6 could come potentially in 2024. So I'm leaning towards this being true, and that Jeff Grubb is usually right when he talks about these things. So I'm looking forward to seeing Forza Horizon 5 in 2021, a game that Microsoft will probably unveil at their E3 replacement show in July or June next year. And a lot of people are speculating that it could be set in Japan, but who really knows? And to close out the video, we have a tweet here from Klober where he says, "It looks like ZeniMax Online Studios, soon to be Xbox first-party developer, has an unannounced studio office in San Diego, USA. Both of their studios across Hunt Valley and San Diego have almost 50 open positions to work on a new unannounced AAA game." Now, I've actually covered this in a previous video. I didn't know that they're actually building a new studio and that it's unannounced, but they are working on a brand new IP. It's AAA, and I would imagine, considering that they're an online studio, that it would be an MMO-like, probably on Xbox as well as PlayStation, as I feel those online titles will continue to be multi-platform. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you think about everything in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified immediately whenever I drop a video like this. Make sure you share this out on social media or tell a friend about the channel. If you want to support the channel even further, you can hit the join button, where you will get access to channel badges and emotes for the Xbox 2 podcast we do every single Friday with Jez Corden from Windows Central. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that take the time out of your day to do so. It means so much to me. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.